Welcome to Top 10 Explorer, Deep Mind Edition. Today, we're unveiling 10 silent signs of mental illness that gradually erode your well-being if left unchecked. These aren't just random signals, they're rooted in research and expert guidance from the World Health Organization, WHO, UNICEF, and various mental health studies. So many people ignore the early whispers of mental distress until they become mental breakdowns. That's why we're exploring the signs that creep in quietly but destroy loudly. 10. Withdrawal and social isolation. According to UNICEF, about 1 in 7 adolescents globally develop mental health conditions before age 18. One of the most consistent early warning signs. Social withdrawal. Whether it's a once outgoing teen suddenly becoming quiet or an adult friend who no longer returns your calls, this isolation isn't just a phase. People may start avoiding family dinners, canceling plans, or staying locked away in their rooms for hours or days. This gradual retreat can precede conditions like depression, anxiety disorders, and even psychosis. The earlier we notice, the better the outcome. 9. Unexplained physical ailments. Here's a lesser-known fact from UNICEF and pediatric mental health research. Mental illness often shows up in the body first, especially among children and teens. Children with depression or anxiety might frequently complain of headaches, stomach aches, or other body pains with no medical cause. Adults, too, can suffer chronic fatigue or muscle tension. These pains are very real and often dismissed as nothing serious when they're actually the body's distress signal. Ignoring them allows the condition to deepen silently. 8. Sleep and appetite changes. The World Health Organization highlights persistent changes in sleep or eating patterns as early flags of conditions like depression, anxiety, PTSD, and even bipolar disorder. Are you sleeping 12 hours a day but still exhausted? Or lying awake with racing thoughts? Has your appetite disappeared, or are you compulsively overeating? If these changes persist for more than 2 weeks, they deserve real attention. These seemingly minor changes are often early signs that the mind is out of balance. 7. Decline in performance and cognition. Another warning sign often missed. A gradual decline in cognitive function or performance, whether at school, work, or daily life. According to research published in the Lancet Psychiatry Journal, reduced focus, poor memory, and difficulty finishing tasks can appear months before a major mental health episode. These cognitive shifts are especially noticeable in students or high-performing individuals. If someone who was once organized and sharp becomes forgetful and confused, it's time to ask deeper questions. 6. Emotional flatness or irritability. UNICEF and WHO both emphasize that emotional numbness, persistent sadness, or unexplained irritability are serious signs. Some people assume mood disorders must look like crying fits, but often it's just feeling nothing at all. No joy, no sadness, just empty. Others lash out in anger, especially when they feel misunderstood. These behaviors don't always look like depression, but they often are. Left untreated, this flatness can evolve into a more severe depressive or anxiety disorder. 5. Extreme mood swings and impulsivity. Think of someone who's laughing 1 minute, furious the next, and later in deep despair. Such emotional roller coasters can be signs of bipolar disorder, borderline personality disorder, or emotional dysregulation. These shifts often escalate gradually. According to WHO, impulsive decisions, quitting jobs, reckless spending, starting fights can follow these mood shifts and create a cycle of instability. Without support, the person's relationships and self-worth begin to crumble. 4. Risky or disorganized behavior. Mental illness often impacts decision-making and risk perception. WHO reports that reckless driving, substance abuse, or chaotic life choices can indicate personality breakdown or addiction-linked mental illness. This isn't just being wild. It may stem from deep confusion, trauma, or neurological decline. For some, it starts with drinking more than usual or staying up for days. Over time, this can spiral into psychotic breaks, manic episodes, or even hospitalization. 3. psychotic or dissociative symptoms. According to WHO's Mental Health Atlas, early psychotic symptoms often start in adolescence or early adulthood and are commonly misunderstood. Early signs include hearing voices no one else hears, seeing things that aren't there, believing in bizarre conspiracy-like ideas, feeling disconnected from one's body or reality. These delusions, hallucinations, and dissociation are often the early stages of disorders like schizophrenia or schizoaffective disorder. With early intervention, symptoms can be managed. Without it, the condition usually worsens and isolates the individual entirely. 2. Suicidal ideation or self-harm thoughts. According to the WHO, over 700,000 people die by suicide every year, many without a prior diagnosis. This makes suicidal thoughts one of the most dangerous signs of underlying mental illness. Warning behaviors include giving away personal items, talking about being a burden, expressing hopelessness, or saying, "I wish I weren't here." Even non-lethal self-harm, like cutting, burning, or hitting oneself, is a critical cry for help. These signs often emerge after months of emotional suppression and can escalate quickly without immediate support. 1. Loss of self-care, grooming, hygiene. When someone stops showering, brushing their hair, or changing clothes, it's often a sign of severe mental decline. This isn't laziness, it's a symptom of collapse, common in conditions like major depression, psychosis, or schizophrenia. WHO clinical data notes that self-neglect often marks the tipping point from mild illness to complete breakdown. This sign should never be ignored, especially if it follows months of the previous symptoms. Why early detection matters. According to UNICEF, many children suffer in silence because of stigma, lack of access, or cultural taboos. Nearly 50% of all mental disorders start by age 14, yet most go untreated for years. WHO reports that early diagnosis and intervention can drastically improve outcomes, reducing suicide rates, improving quality of life, and even preventing long-term disability. How to respond. If you or someone you know is experiencing multiple signs from this list, don't wait. Talk to a trusted friend, mentor, or therapist. Use self-care tools like journaling, mindfulness, and physical activity. Leverage online resources from UNICEF, WHO, and local mental health NGOs. You're not alone. You're not broken. You're human and help exists. Final thoughts and CTA. Let's break the stigma. These signs don't mean failure, they signal a need for support, awareness, and healing. Which sign did you find most surprising or relevant? Drop it in the comments. Like this video if you learned something. Share it with someone who might need it. Subscribe to Top 10 Explorer. Deep Mind Edition for more truth-loaded mental health insights and early warning guides. You could save a life starting with your own.